I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost, like a Jane cosplay, and today we are back at guys with Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 21.
We can now legally drink alcohol in this show.
If we're from the US, yeah.
If in the US, yeah. Last episode, Toto kind of explained his technique a little bit, showed us how cool he was when using it. He was magnificent. He was magnificent.
Yes.
Yeah, he got the poise, he got the dramatics. He just knows he's beautiful and he's showing it, and it was pretty awesome.
And
he can switch places
and
with
the
stuff.
winner for best performance is Toto.
Yes, basically. He can switch places with people, with curses, and objects with cursed energy. Basically anything that has cursed energy.
Yep.
So Itadori didn't really understand the technique, but he just trusted his brother and he rolled with it, and it was beautiful. They really kicked ass. And when the curse basically prepared itself to unleash its biggest attack, I guess, Gojo broke the veil. Like that! So he broke the veil, basically ended all fights because everyone either fled, tried to kill Gojo and failed miserably, or got perhaps annihilated? Annihilate? Oh, Jesus, I'm French. So we don't know if the curse is still alive or not, but it got blasted by Gojo's purple attack.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful too. Amazing eyes as usual, and just, him and Toto, work of art. So, but then we found out that, you know, this whole thing was distraction.
A distraction to take one of Sukuna's finger.
Yes, so
Shit.
That's not cool, but I'm still proud of what they did. And my boys, they grew and then they, you know, bonded, and it was beautiful. So, yeah. Congrats, people, and I'm ready for the next episode, so I guess we will just jump into it right now.
Of course.
Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions. Let's go!
Let's watch it!
Well, that character got introduced to. Still alive.
Told ya.
Perhaps really hurt.
Half dead, baby.
Oh! Can it survive this? Oh, that's creepy. Ew.
You're eating curses?
You think?
You lick his lips, I think,
Yeah. Okay, he's creepy.
お疲れ。人間のくせに勝手すんなよ。殺すぞ。
嫌だな。優しさじゃんか。
He is too...
で、
I don't know.
バッチリさ。
He's too okay with the situation and too creepy.
両面少な。
All six? Fudge!
同じく特級呪物、呪体クソーズ。一番と三番。
We only saw one at first, but six?
We're fucked?
なぜ五条悟を帳の内側に閉じ込めないのですか。本命の真人に意識のベクトルを向けさせたくない。ある程度全力を出してもらわないと帳のテストにもならないしね。
スクナの器以外は殺していいのですね。
いいけどあまりおすすめはしない。これは推測でしかないんだけど、おそらく学生の中にスクナにとっての地雷がいる。
I still don't know what's his,
Why he's so interested in his abilities.
先に虎杖だけさらってしまえばいいだろう。どの道使う熊だ。
いや、虎杖、スクナ自身もまた爆弾だ。私たちにとっても高専にとってもね、刺激するタイミングはより混乱が求められる時
And
に
that
したい。
moment would be dangerous.
10月31日、渋谷。五条悟の封印のために利用できるもの。
I'm so excited for this episode though. So basically none of them went in with the intention of killing anyone, so...
just a huge big distraction.
Yeah. And we already struggled that much.
帰る？
真人。殺意にブレーキをかけるのはストレスがたまりますね。
I mean, I don't feel bad at all, but... Maybe against Toro ni Itadori, Hanami, that's yeah, decided to go all out because the thrill was too much. But other than that, like, it obliterated everyone else.
Students, yeah.
And it wasn't trying to kill anyone, so
I don't want to see him going full out next time.
I think he was going full out with the other two at the end.
Towards the end, yeah.
But yeah, going full out with the others just means that we're not to the level we need.
Not yet.
続いて人的被害です。2級術師3名、準1級術師1名、補助監督5名、機構番2名。家入さんからの報告待ちですが、以前七海さんが遭遇した呪霊の仕業でほぼ間違いないかと。
この件って学生や他の術師と
That's
共
a
有
lot
し
of
た方
death.
がいいですかね。
いや、上で止めておいてもらった方がいいだろう。呪詛師界隈に特級呪物流出の確信を与えたくない。
Everyone would freak out.
ハンガーラックを作りたかったんだ。
He's a bit dumb.
それあの坊主。名前は知らねえ。男か女かもわかんねえ。白髪おかっぱのガキだ。
そもそもなんで呪霊や部外者が天元様の結界抜けられたのよ。
They were
そ
prepared.
れは生徒たちが相手にした特級呪霊のせいだと思う。葵の話だと植物に潜り込めたらしいし、天元様の結界も植物には機能しないでしょ。
They know exactly, what type of abilities they need to get in.
Yeah.
とりあえず今は学生の無事を喜びましょう。
だが交流会は言わずもがな中止ですね。
ちょっと、それは僕たちが決めることじゃないでしょ。
Do the students decide?
いつの間にあのゴリラと仲良くなったのよ。
いや、仲良くなったっつうか。
Yeah, buddies, you're brothers now.
あの時は俺が俺じゃなかったというか。
何あんた酔ってたの？
I do have a feeling Megumi's just like, let me eat in peace.
でもまあ、伏黒の怪我が大したことなくてよかったな。あの時、磁力カラカラだったのが逆に良かったみたいだ。へえ、そういうこともあんのか。
あんたそいつと戦ったんでしょ。
虎杖、お前強くなったんだな。あの時、俺たちそれぞれの真実が正しいと言ったな。
Is he pulling a Sasuke and realizing he needs to train more?
その通りだと思う。
Hopefully by not leaving.
俺たちは二人とも間違ってる。
答えがない問題もあんでしょ。
答えなんかない。あとは自分が納得できるかどうかだ。我を通さずに納得なんてできねえだろ。弱い呪術師は我を通せない。俺も強くなる。
Okay.
すぐに追い越すぞ。
Healthy,
Challenge accepted.
healthy relationship.
相変わらずだな。
私抜きで話進めてんじゃねえよ。
それでこそプロレスラーと
So now we're automatically part of the dynamic. He should have just leave him alone.
感謝はしてる。でも勘弁してくれ。あの時俺は正気じゃなかった。
It was the thrill of the battle, but now it's over.
俺はお前と同じじゃねえ。
Yeah, but he's already made up a script in his mind.
Yeah.
そんなこんなで中止と思われた交流会。とりあえず一日休みを挟んで、私たちは今野球をしています。
It's fine with me. It's
It is still a
different.
competition.
Does that count as part of the tournament?
Why not?
つうわけでさ、いろいろあったし、人も死んでるけど、どうする？続ける？交流会。
Want to continue the event?
We're supposed to not say anything to students?
当然一つ個人を忍ぶのは当人とゆかりのある者たちの特権だ。二つ人死にが出たのならばなおさら俺たちに求められるのは強く
Good
なる
reason, yeah.
That's yes.
後天的強さとは結果の積み重ね。敗北をかみしめ勝利を味わう。そうやって俺たちは成長する。結果は結果としてあることが一
He's got
番
a
重
point.
要なんだ。三つ学生時代の不完全燃焼感は死ぬまで尾を引くものだからな。
It's time to change that.
俺は構わないですよ。
どうせ勝つしね。
へりくつだが一理ある。
個人戦の組み合わせはくじ引きか？
え？今年は個人戦やんないよ。
What? Oh, so it was planned for a baseball game all along.
僕ルーティンって嫌いなんだよね。
Okay, so
毎年
baseball
この
game
勝負
now?
候補を入れて当日だけになると。
以前学眼自覚症が来た際の打ち合わせは当日必要なものだけの確認です。
This is an interesting way of doing stuff.
いたの
Since it's totally his idea. I think it's good because even if I want to see individual battles, this will take the stress off.
True.
Because it's still, I mean, it's serious, but it's still a game.
国旗を退けたらしいな。え？うん。いや、東堂と五条先生のおかげっすよ。
It's like we're presenting this on TV with the commentary on each player.
呪術師をやっている。いっぱい人を助けて、俺が死ぬ時、大勢に見とってほしいんすよ。
母様がいないなら呪術師なんてならない。たくさんの人を助けられるの。助けた数だけあなたは人に認められる。
Can you relate to him now?
We could always relate to him, but then he still acts like he's above everyone else.
いつか立派な呪術師になって母さんを迎えに来てね。
そうか。それは良い理由だ。
It's not the time to have meaningful conversation. Yeah, but his name is
He
on
needs
it.
to play too.
Built like a pitching machine.
ピッチングマシーン？よくわからないわ。
What is this commentary?
次から次へとよくも。
They hate one another, but I believe they'll become the greatest friends. Oh, she's gonna kick it out of the field.
Protein powder, okay?
It's her thing. Let's go.
Come on. Home run, girl.
Oh shit!
That's cheating.
No.
That's cheating.
They never said they couldn't use their techniques.
Fudge. I am pissed.
Oh boy.
早急リード
He totally denies this.
Because it did not happen.
ポジションと言えよ。だが俺が望むのはピッチャー虎杖との一騎打ちだ。
東堂。
約束してくれブラザー。この打席俺がホームランを打ったら次回お前がピッチャー。
Oh. No. That's a foul.
Oh,
right?
intentional. He's out.
ナイスピーチ。ナイピー。
ナイピー。
マキさん、ナイスピー。
She's so happy. Shut up.
東堂。お前。むちゃくちゃ嫌われてる。
No, we don't hate you, buddy.
Well, he takes a lot of space.
好き嫌いの問題ではない。呪術規定に基づけば虎杖は存在すら許され。
Well, change the laws.
生きているのは五条のわがまま。このために集団の規則を歪めてはならんのだ。
Yeah, but things change. People, stuff happens.
True.
彼のおかげで救われた命も確かにある。学生に限った話ではありませんが、彼らはこれから多くの後悔を積み重ねる。ああすればよかった。こうして欲しかった。
So you're talking about last year? Like you could have done something but you didn't?
虎杖についての判断が正しいかどうか正直私にも分かりません。ただ今は見守りませんか。
It would be fun if the other school didn't actively try to kill him.
Yeah.
私たちの後悔はその後でいい。
Where is it?
He is good at sports, so I'm hoping for a home run, please.
入ったら
Yeah. So proud. You can walk now. Oh, yeah. Ah!
だがお前はまず五条をどうにかしろ。
Oh, that was a cute little episode. We kind of needed that, I think, after all the stress of
Yeah.
the tournament.
It's-
And we won!
Seriously, usually when I'm hearing about tournaments, fights, school against schools in anime, like I'm expecting
one-on-one battles.
One-on-one battles and stuff like that. But this is...
Gojo surprised us.
Yep.
But it's cool because, I mean, it's true that there's a tournament arc in pretty much every shonen anime, and it's usually the same bullshit. Well, bullshit. I love tournament arcs, but it's usually the same thing. Like, we're gonna have the team, you know, events and stuff, and then the one-on-one fights. Usually there's something that happens that stops it, and if we get to the end, it's rarely the main character that makes it, you know? But I think it's interesting because a lot of people are saying that Jujutsu Kaisen is basically a ripoff of Bleach and Naruto. So to have them sometimes do this, where they surprise us and they just go a completely different way, it's kind of like a wink, wink, wink situation.
That reminds me of one of the, not spin-off, but the episode in Samurai Champloo when they play baseball.
Yes, they did. Well, I mean, in my opinion, it's a cool-off episode where we get to breathe a little bit, and you know, we get to see the aftermath of what happened, but we also have a moment for us to just breathe, before stuff starts hitting the fan once again, because we have like 3 episodes left.
Yeah, we do.
And I heard that 22 is intense. 22 or 23 apparently is intense, so we're gonna go right back to freaking out. But that aside, we saw a little change, like little bits and pieces, you know, that changed in some of the characters. Like, Nobara and Mai are still fighting, but their banter is, to me at least, is turning, or at least it seems that it's turning more into...
It's more friendlier.
Well, they're not going at each other's throats, and they're not, threatening each other with like bullets and stuff. Like, I mean, like, they're not literally aiming at one another, waiting to kill the other one. So it looks like they're always gonna be frenemies, where because they always banter, they're bonded, but they'll never stop being like this. But I like it because that makes, you know, a potential team up between the two more exciting for the future. Like, we almost got one during the attack, and I was excited for this, but we didn't get shit. But eventually, in the future, having them two fight together would be interesting, especially since, like, that would push Nobara to really, you know, be original.
Rely on people.
No, but be original with her technique, because both of them are kind of long ranged.
Yeah.
But Nobara can kick ass short range too, so we just don't see her do that often.
But I mean, both of them are really good, and
I would argue that Nobara
team battle. I mean, because I've never seen Nobara fight with other people.
Yeah, but they didn't have the opportunity to show their skills. Like, I feel like Mai is made, like, her ability is made to be a support. On her own, her technique is too long ranged, you know? Like, when fighting someone like Maki, she can still do some shit, but eventually, if she doesn't have someone to go up close and do something, it's gonna turn on her. She's more of a support character than anything. And Nobara is I mean, we haven't seen her do much one-on-one and close range, but I feel like her technique is more versatile. So if they were together, it would force Nobara to go in close quarters, you know, and leave the long range to Mai. So in my opinion, that would be interesting. But I feel like Nobara can hold her own, and in a team would be fine. You know, she would be just as good as a support as she would be. Like, she sort of fought with Itadori when they had their test.
Not really. She went her own way.
At first.
He went his own way.
At first, but then he caught up to her.
He blew up a wall with his punch.
Yeah, and the fight was over, but still, I feel like she would definitely, like, she's a fighter, but I think she adapts really well, so I think that would be fine. Yeah. But yeah, seeing them together, still banter, but potentially fight as a team would be interesting.
I find it funny though that everyone, without exception, everyone is trying to go against Toto to shut him up.
Except for Itadori, who, when he sees this, I think it's you know, reviving the bond.
You only got me, bro.
Like, I connect with you now when I see this. And I don't think they actively hate Toto. I think it's just that
You said it best. He takes so much place.
Yeah, he takes space. And I think that because of his level and how bored he is with people who don't have the same taste and stuff, like with Itadori now it's different, but with the others, he doesn't have that bond. And when he doesn't have it, he's just bored of his teammates. So he doesn't hang out with them. He just brushes them off. He doesn't listen and stuff. So maybe that's why everyone is just like, fuck off. But that was a funny moment, especially now that he's basically Itadori's personal stalker.
I mean, Itadori is fine with it in a battle environment, but in a day-to-day place...
I feel like he didn't understand what truly happened during the tournament. Like, he just rolled with it because it was a fighting situation. And he was learning to become stronger.
He was learning, but now he got a leash on his back.
Yeah, now he's done. Like, he's got that leech, and he's never going to get rid of it. But it's fine. Like, I think it's beautiful. And I love that by proxy, he's also accepting, Megumi and Nobara. Like, now it's a thing. You are my brother's friend, so I accept you. Fine with me.
God. That's just crazy and beautiful at the same time.
Toto's entire character is just cool.
He was right though about that. Well, technically he was right when he said that they should continue the tournament for
his points made
reasons.
Sense. Yeah, his points made sense. And even Fushiguro said it best when, after the tournament where you just realize where your strength is and how much stronger other characters are besides you and stuff, and how much stronger the enemies are. Mm-hmm. It's a harsh return to reality where you just know you're not, as powerful as you could be or should be. So it's motivation to try and train more and continuing the tournament in a moment of, depression and stuff. Well, people died and, you got defeated and stuff. If you just lay low and kind of wallow in your depression, it's not gonna help or anything. Instead, use the failure as motivation, fuel for training and stuff and pushing forward. And that was the perfect way to do that because everyone ended up smiling and enjoying themselves, even if it was still the tournament, sort of. They got to have a good time and talk to one another, which was interesting because, Camo also went up to Itadori and asked him, why are you a sorcerer? Which is interesting because he was the one so hell-bent on killing him because of the rules. And we kind of have, there's this whole, with Camo, there's this whole thing about, I'm going to follow the rules and be the best, heir for my clan because that's what they need of me. And for that to happen, I need to follow, the orders and everything. But then I think he saw something in Itadori that makes him question how he's going to do it. And, with what his mother told him in that flashback, just becoming stronger would be good.
Yeah, but I think with the declaration that Itadori told him, he can connect with him to a certain level. And
Itadori wants to save people. Yeah. And as for him, there's becoming the best clan's, head of the clan type of thing. And then there's becoming the greatest sorcerer you can be. When you want to be the strongest, you don't necessarily have to follow the rules. There are ways to go at it, and making strong allies and learning from those strong allies is one thing. Itadori proved it.
Are you really saying that since Gojo is the strongest, he does not follow rules?
He does not follow rules because he's the strongest. I'm just saying that Camo should not be so hell-bent on doing what the clan thinks is right, because the clan can be wrong. And I'm gonna wrap this up with what the principal was saying, how rules cannot, should not change for the individual, which technically is true, but then your rules have been in place for so long. Gojo keeps saying that times are changing, students are becoming stronger, curses are becoming stronger. Yeah. I think that 20 years in the past, they didn't think it was possible for someone to be strong enough to become Sukuna's, vessel. And now that they have him, the rules don't apply.
You technically always have some exception. And like they said, if it wasn't for Itadori, many people would be dead right now.
Yes, but that's the thing. Years in the past, when they made up those rules, maybe there wasn't a sorcerer or a guy strong enough to contain Sukuna's fingers and stuff and power. But Itadori now is a thing. So your rules that say you should not exist and you should get rid of him because he's too, he's too dangerous, can we say they don't apply anymore? Because he's in control and he's an asset.
For now.
At least for now. So
I don't know what will it be when he and just more fingers.
Yeah,
though.
we'll see. But I think that's why, you know, Gojo hates him so much, because they are so hell-bent on following their old ways when the world is changing around them. So their old ways don't apply anymore.
Yeah.
And instead of sacrificing Itadori and getting rid of the strongest ally you potentially have, why not train him? Make sure, you know, he becomes good at what he's doing and he can help you.
True.
Anyway. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is Fushiguro's speech with Itadori. Just because it's Naruto and Sasuke all over again, but with a healthy twist, you know? Because to me, it looks like Fushiguro is looking at how strong Itadori is becoming. And yes, he's taking it as a challenge, but it's like he's not bitter. He's not bitter about it. Kind of like Sasuke needed to become stronger. So when he saw that Naruto, who according to him did not deserve to be that strong when he was becoming stronger and stuff, he saw it as his own failure. And yes, maybe Megumi is taking it as his failure, like, oh fuck, I messed up. But instead of being mad at Itadori, he's just using that as fuel.
I'm gonna be honest with you, from what I saw of Megumi since the first episode, that kid is way better at handling his emotion than Sasuke Uchiwa. So
yeah, but we
he does have a fair advantage there.
To be fair, we still don't know what he went through as a kid, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't as traumatic.
Even if he went through some shit, he's way better at handling his emotion from what I
No,
saw.
yeah, but Sasuke went through something very traumatic, very young, and then he was not taken care of.
I know.
There were no counselor, no therapist in Konoha.
You cannot compare the two, that is true.
Exactly. As for Megumi, he probably went through some shit also because, I mean, I think every sorcerer went through some shit because otherwise they would not be able to control cursed energy.
With the flashback that we saw, he had some shit in his past, so
he's got resentment when it comes to, you know, his father, and I'm pretty sure his mom is dead. Or, I mean, no, it's not his mom, it was his sister, right, that he saw in a flashback? Because I think we got that wrong.
Someone that he cares about is in the hospital.
Or was in the hospital.
Yeah.
We still need to figure out, I mean, people are saying that we're going to know more in season 2. So I'm excited for that.
Yes.
But in any case, I love that, you know, they're setting up a rivalry that reminds me of Naruto and Sasuke, but this one seems healthy.
It's a healthy rivalry between these two.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
Like he's saying, you know, he's basically acknowledging that they're not ready, or at least he's not ready to speak the way he was speaking, you know, with such confidence and stuff, because he doesn't really know who he is or what he wants to be in this world, and how he can influence the you know, people around him and stuff. So if he becomes stronger and learns more about himself and his abilities, eventually he'll become the sorcerer he's meant to be. And let's hope he doesn't trigger anything when it comes to Sukuna, because there's definitely that to worry about.
Yeah, we need to think about it.
Yeah.
Lastly, I'm also glad that with Nobara, with her character and her attitude, she doesn't want to back down from the challenge of becoming stronger. Either with Fushiguro and with Itadori. So that's really a nice point with her too.
Which is cool because, like, you know, if, again, we compare with Sakura from Naruto.
Yeah.
You know, the problem with Sakura was that she was left behind so much by the other two that her entire reason, at first especially, to become stronger was to catch up. Whereas for Nobara, she just wants to be strong, you know. Her reasons for becoming strong are not specifically tied in with these guys, you know, progress. So it's not, I mean, I think it works better if you have your own motivation. Not to say that, you know, oh, I want to catch up to the other two is not motivation, but when the other two are made to be stronger, you know,
you want to become stronger for yourself first, then
for others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the push is stronger in my opinion, especially if you don't constantly compare yourself to people who are, let's say it, born to be stronger. Because, I mean, there's this whole faith thing in Naruto, and I'm like, I mean, you were never going to catch up, honey. It's good that you try, but you were never going to catch up.
She's pretty close.
No, she's not pretty close at all.
Compared to other characters, she's close enough.
Compared to others, but not compared to the two.
With a background, she's really, really up there.
No, but the thing is, like, Nobara won't be disappointed constantly if the other two are stronger. Because she's got her own reasons for becoming strong. And she's got the character to back it up. She's not... You know, she doesn't have a low self-esteem and stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a nice.
That
was a nice little episode, and I'm ready for the last 3.
Was Gojo supposed to tell them that people were dead? Or just
he was not supposed to tell them.
Or just the curse object.
He wasn't supposed to tell them, but then I think Gojo, you know, knows that they're strong enough to take it. And I mean, it's a reality in this world that people are gonna die, and Nanami tried to teach that to Itadori, and it hurt him, but then you gotta understand this if you gotta understand this if you want to keep going in this world. And handling the students with, you know, mittens and stuff and being all nice with them. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Like, it's not how they'll grow, mature, and become stronger. So he brushed it off really easily. Like,
people are dead. Let's go to the tournament now.
Yeah, but I mean, to tell them, I think was the right move.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is already on Patreon. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys. So we're gonna see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.